GM everyone. How are y'all doing? Happy Monday. Welcome to the first marketing office hours that we are putting on as part of the new marketing workstream. We are officially 1 week old as of today. And we've got some news that we want to share. This is going to be a little different than previous marketing and growth office hours. We're going to try to keep things short, half an hour or less, bring you up to date on any announcements that are coming forward, any campaigns that we are launching, and things that we are concentrating on, and as it comes down the pike. And so we are just looking to spark discussions. So the majority of this time will be for anybody in the audience that wants to chat about anything marketing, and we'll go from there. So that is the pitch. Stage chat is got the Zoom info if you want to watch along with the slides. It also has the slides link itself if you want to click on any of the links that are in the slide. So without further ado, let's not take too much more time. So our agenda, we're going to go over some announcements, some upcoming campaigns. I'm going to take you through our thinking in the reworking of the bounty process, which I hope to have fully done by the end of the day tomorrow, but as it is in DAO world, things just keep popping up. And then open it up to questions in open forum. And if we don't have anything, or it doesn't take the full 30 minutes, give you your time back and get back to it. So first major announcement is we are onboarding 3 new contributors. We are bringing on a Telegram moderator by the name of Donova. Just very much encompassed the DAO mentality, jumped in. Zoom link isn't working for me, but we can follow the slides. Thank you, Arena. I will fix that for next meeting. I don't know. Oops. Hold on. Let me see if I can post a new Zoom link. Let me see how this works. Invite. Copy invite link. Bam. About that. I know, and Giant Kin Psycho did post a Zoom link. This is just already part of the process, and the DAO has already bought this pro account, so that's why I figured we'd use it. So yeah, cool. So Donova did doubt it correctly, or there's no correct way to DAO, but he DAO'd it the way that everybody has been DAOing it. It seems jumped into Telegram, started working to moderate it right from day one, getting people to. I think his strengths mostly when I see him in Telegram is definitely taking the support style requests and pointing them to the Zendesk and getting them in touch with support. One of our biggest concerns when opening up these channels again is that they become basically just decentralized support channels, which even though we are decentralized in this DAO world, there really is no way of making sure that we are providing the customer service that ShapeShift is known for unless we get them to the right place. And Donova has been fantastic about that. Reached out to him. He was interested in doing it full time, and we found a rate that works, and we brought him on, and he continues even right now. I'm literally looking in the Telegram, and he messaged like not that long ago. So he's still active and doing a fantastic job there. Great find by Ethan. Angel Dust. We are currently onboarding them right now, and they are going to be helping us open up and expand our Hive and Odyssey integrations. So the biggest thing that underpins a lot of what this marketing workstream is, which as a reminder is to become a data-driven heartbeat marketing machine for the DAO, focusing on product marketing, getting people to utilize the product and take beneficial actions within that product so that it drives revenue for the DAO, ultimately making the DAO sustainable. And so, which it is already, but more sustainable, more revenues, more sustainable, more DAOing it. Everything is awesome. And so we are moving that forward, and Odyssey and Hive are great Web3 social platforms. And we are bringing her on as she has experience in doing so, and we look forward to bringing those channels into the fold and continuing to expand on them. And the last is Secret. Applied for the role of the marketing specialist, has a great background, and we brought her on starting today. Today's her first day, and we are pleased with what we're seeing so far. And she's going to be filling a lot of roles in the beginning, and then ultimately the where the bulk of her experience comes from is building large influencer networks for in support of product categories for companies like Amazon and other larger companies. And ultimately, that is what we hope to accomplish as well. We want to drive and create a affiliate / influencer network that ultimately, as we say in SCP 51, drives towards the thing. We can identify and drive people to doing those beneficial actions on the site. So ultimately, we hope to find people who focus on DeFi projects. They produce content focused on earning yield on digital assets rather than buying, waiting for the price to increase and selling, and understands the utility of the tokens they recommend to their audiences, and can explain how users can best put their token to work. She feels that is an achievable goal, and once she, sort of apprentices and gets up to speed, this will be her first time. She has experience in crypto, but the first time in sort of the DeFi Web3 DAO space. And as she gets up to speed, that will be where she eventually starts building, and we look forward to that being done. Looking at the stage chat here. When access to official YouTube, Facebook, and LinkedIn. We are working on it. Literally start having a chat with myself, Ethan, Perklin, and Willie about doing just that. It is a process. Same thing with IG. It is a process that we are working on. We are pushing very hard because we want to utilize all of these channels and more for the launch of V2 to announce. And so we are not slacking on it. Ethan and myself have been sadly basically just pestering Willie Fox for like a week, and he's been really responsive and really helpful in trying to get that stuff together, and we just continue to do that. The second big announcement is that V2 launch of ShapeShift is huge and is something that we are focused on, and we as a DAO are focused on. So just something that it didn't feel right to have announcements and not talk about the fact that we are launching app.shapeshift.com. Most excited for the earn feature and starting down the path of becoming the dashboard for DeFi. I think that we have a sincere competitive advantage that when we roll this out and we start moving this forward, if executed on and continue to build on, could end up being fantastic for us. So I'm very excited for that. And the last thing is that the marketing workstream Notion has received a facelift. And so you can find that on the Notion itself, but now you are able to, it's a little more organized. So easily see the proposal, the calendar, the contributors, launches and announcements that we are currently working on, the content creation section, the community growth section. And shout out to Arena for making us look so pretty indeed. This is still a work in progress, and we are continuing to build this forward. But that is another big announcement for the workstream. So what's going on or coming up? We already talked about ShapeShift V2, something we're very bullish on and we're super happy about. The second thing is LA Token, LATV. Willie Fox is giving an interview on that this Thursday. That's on their platform. They are basically going to be recording this interview and then putting it out. We are sponsoring it with a small Fox token giveaway. It's sort of an AMA style, but it is going to be on LATV, which the last guest they had was Justin Sun. Don't judge me. They chose the guest. It wasn't me. But we crafted some questions that they accepted, and we are very much looking forward to having him on there. The Colony Mission Control campaign. This is something that is in the final stages. There just needs to be a couple pieces of automation put into place. I literally haven't stood up from my desk, so if you were at the at the ops sprint. You probably have heard this already, but just need to create a chili pepper form that goes within the right flow so that people like Gray Machine, who have so generously offered to be the first check in the bounty process, get the notification, are able to communicate. We have that all ironed out, and then ourselves and Colony will be going live with a joint announcement hopefully later this week. Listings content push. We put out an article on blog.shapeshift.com, all the places that we are listed. We are in the middle of, if not already finished, pushing that out across Telegram, Reddit, and a bunch of different places. This is going to be this is the first example of what is going to be a recurring theme of organic posting, content creation, community building in such a way that we are not throwing money at the wall and seeing what sticks. Constantly building content so that it can end up increasing the SEO value on the site itself. Continue to create content that engages those platforms and helps us ultimately meet the goals of SCP-51, which the token holders so generally voted to approve. And the last is an organic social marketing calendar creation. So, as the listings content push is sort of an example, that is now going to be codified and made more official with an organic marketing calendar. And so that is going to live alongside the marketing calendar, but since it will be done there will be times where it does synchronize in terms of supporting campaigns. The marketing calendar really is campaign focused. And then this is more of like the asynchronous side. When we, are testing out ideas and we are, testing out marketing, a lot of what will end up on that organic social marketing calendar creation will be in support of the goals of SCP-51, but also in support of A/B testing different marketing messaging. And so we are excited to put that together. And that effort is being led by Ethan and Secret. So that is something we're super excited about. And then, so I wanted to take people who had not been to the ops sprint through the reworking of the bounty process, bring people to, sort of introduce our way of thinking and how we're doing it. It would, so essentially what we believe after talking to some people and we've been interviewing people for both bounty positions and for marketing specialist positions now for the last week. Shout out to Hunt and the growth and globalization team that were helping pass people through, as well as we were getting emails due to press releases, everything sort of working together, DAOing it. But really what the feedback when we asked the specific set of questions that we designed, the feedback that we got was that the bounties can feel nebulous and the bounties can feel like we are asking a lot of a bounty hunter in the hopes that something will pay out. And so what we reworked with that feedback in mind is a 25-75 concept. And so Gray Machine has so generously offered to help us with this first round of beta testing and being that person for us. But his sub work stream within the product work stream, the creative services group, is a perfect fit for what we're going to do here. So in order to alleviate the idea of just like, hey, we're just going to ask you to create something and hope you get paid for it, what people will do is they will submit their storyboard or their outline through a chili pepper form that then will ping myself or the owner of the bounty and Gray Machine or whoever is the other counterparty that's appropriate, and they will review that. Things like making sure that they're using the right fonts, making sure they know where the assets are, and maybe even a rubric about like what is good, what is acceptable, what is below standard, and generally just having that person start to interact with the DAO and start to interact with someone here to create a framework. Once that is accepted, they will be paid 25% of the bounty at that point, with the understanding that at that point, ShapeShiftDAO now owns this idea. And so there's protection on both sides. So someone can feel like they are getting a commitment from ShapeShift, and if they do decide not to fulfill the full bounty, we still own the idea, and we are able to then push forward and create that content at a later date. And then they can, after they've had sign off and we are all relatively certain that everything is working properly, then they can complete the bounty and receive the final 75% of that bounty so that they are paid the full amount that they signed up for when they chose to take on the bounty. And that is, in a nutshell, the reworked bounty process, which will be made more clear in the next couple of days after I work with Gray Machine and Giantkin to do the last bits of technical setup there. And then we push it out. And once that is done, we will be doing as we mentioned before, the shared colony mission control announcement alongside both sides. Whew. Off my soapbox. And we are at the questions open forums section. So anybody can come up and talk about anything, and just raise your hand and we'll bring you up here, and happy to chat. And if not, we'll just go in and get some time back. So I'll bring up Lo-Fi and keep an eye on stage chat and the stage and give it about 60 seconds here. All right. I don't think I saw any hands. Looks like we're good to go. We'll give you the time back. May I ask? I don't know exactly the right way of ending these sorts of things, so I'm just going to bring Lo-Fi up. And do I end stage for everyone, Psycho? If you wouldn't mind letting me know in the DAO stage chat what's the right way of doing that. But otherwise, it's great. Oh, Ron's jumping in too. Of course, Ron would know. I could have asked you. Could have asked either of you. Just want to do this right. I'm going to bring back Lo-Fi because she sounds great.